I applied over 1,000 jobs. I would wake up every day to at least 10 unfortunate emails telling me that the jobs I had previously applied for were not successful. Having to go through that some experience before landing my first role kind of opened my eyes to the challenges people are having, and from there try to find a solution for it. So,
what do you think is the major problem of getting job today's day and age?
a lot of people don't have the skill requirements for what today's job market is demanding, and as a result, even though they have the certification and have spent the last 4 to 6 years within university, nobody is willing to hire them.
From my experience as an HR professional, having interviewing tons of people, the major problem is people not being ready about their job search, or even knowing how to put their CV together, or even knowing the skills that best suit them.
Some people are applying with the wrong CVs. Just put something. There's something called CVs. Nobody talks about CVs in the university. You shouldn't be learning how to master a CV. So we've put a platform that you just put your natural details. Yes, it gives you a CV that is proper and professional and represents all that you already have.
Good day, everyone. My name is Fumila Yotumile. I'm an HR consultant and a career clarity coach. So we have an amazing conversation today with someone, and he's going to be talking to us about a platform named JobLadda. So I have here with me Clinton. Clinton, how are you doing today?
Very fine.
Can you please introduce yourself to us?
All right. Good day, everyone. My name is Clinton Wachuku. I'm the founder and CEO of JobLadda. JobLadda is a platform where we are looking to scale career readiness and bring career intelligence to Africa's workforce. And over the course of the conversation, I would speak more to what we do. Thank you.
Very great. Okay, so can you please tell us what JobLadda tends to do in this day and age, and what is the difference JobLadda is bringing?
All right, so a lot of people, when it comes to jobs, everybody's looking to something to apply, asking for where is the job. Whereas not many people are looking at whether they are qualified for the jobs. A lot of job employees, career HRs make complaints. They hire people, and maybe after a month or two, the company gets to fire the person. It's waste of time, and it's waste of productivity for the companies, and even for the job seeker. A lot of people are also trying, but they are not getting positive feedback. They don't know why, and they keep applying rather than have a process that helps them find where the gaps are and what they are doing wrongly. So JobLadda is bringing intelligence to the career process in Africa. We're also bringing readiness tools, platforms. On our platform, you could have your CVs properly scanned, checked, ensure you're applying with the right tools, give you access to expert coaches that can actually help you, turn around your job hunting. And even when you've gotten the job, your career experience on the job for more productivity.
That's amazing. I mean, I would say from my experience as an HR professional, having interviewing tons of people, the major problem is people not being ready about their job search, or even knowing how to put their CV together, or even knowing the skills that best suit them. And I think this is going to be a great solution.
Sure.
Well done. Okay, so can you please share us your personal experience? I know that at one point you had mentioned that you applied for thousands of jobs. So can you please share us about that?
Okay, my experience and my journey coming into JobLadda, started with as a career person as well. I remember some 2022, Q1 2022, I was also looking for more remote jobs at the time, and it was a 3 months period, 3 months and 2 weeks. I applied over 1,000 jobs, and my goal was to hit 1,000. Wow. And I even when I scaled that number, I still didn't stop. But what that whole period led me to was, it left me thinking like a recruiter. It made me begin to see gaps in the job search space. I would wake up every day to at least 10 unfortunate emails telling me that the jobs I had previously applied for were not successful. Yeah. So, having to go through that some experience before landing my first role, remote role, kind of opened my eyes to the challenges people are having. And from there, try to find a solution for it. So that has led my own journey.
That's great. I can imagine how it will feel Wow. All right.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us how that led you to helping people to find jobs?
All right. So, well, I started, like I started in 2022 when I began to find my own jobs. And after that period, like I said, the experience left me thinking like a recruiter. And, I had friends that had also left NYC maybe some years back that hadn't gotten jobs or had something meaningful doing. It was actually not just about the remote job, it was actually like a foreign gig job as well. So a lot of people would reach out to say, Clinton, I need help. Could you help me? What could I be doing wrongly? And, we used the same philosophy I would always used to have helped people since then till now. To also build job ladder where would I would like to ask them, what are you currently doing? And that actually informed the job readiness test we have on job ladder. So when somebody comes to me and say, okay, what are you currently doing? Where are you applying for jobs? How often do you apply? What are you applying with? So when you go on job ladder, you'd see that the first thing you would see is the job readiness test. We want to help you get visibility into what you're currently doing, your current experience. It helps you see gaps that you wouldn't see. And then the platform also has solutions that can help you. Can practice interviews before the actual interview. You can have your CVs done. You can talk to a HR on the platform,
Oh,
before
wow.
meeting a random HR, like,
Yeah.
for the job that you're going to. You can get advice. You can do cover letters quickly in seconds, actually. And, all of these were things that having to help a lot of people. And, over the period of that time, I've had, without something that I wasn't doing as a career, I was, trying to build a company out of it. I've had over 40 people that I can count around me that have gotten several opportunities, both locally and globally. And so, and that has really been an experience, just trying to help myself and then trying to also extend that help to a lot more other people. Yeah,
That's
thank you.
great. This should be something you're really passionate about, because having applied for so many jobs, you became the champion of helping people to, get their jobs. And that is, an amazing one.
Thank
Well
you very
done.
much. I
Yeah.
appreciate
So
it.
can you tell us what brought about the name Job Ladder? Why Job Ladder?
All right. Well, I'll say it in two directions. Firstly, there's this amazing game that I would. It's what is it? Something called Career Ladder. It's a content,
Okay.
online where someone climbs the ladder and then you would see people randomly walking on the street and he'll be like, "Oh, I'm going to guess your career or what you do as a career in maybe 2 minutes. If I'm unable to guess, So Career Ladder was like that game. I watch the content once in a while and I just would see it as a fun stuff. So when Job Ladder was becoming a thing, I was looking for the right name to give it. And even ladder as well is a search term. Ladder is an English word. If we call it job, it's already career ladder. So if you say job ladder, and if we say job ladder particularly, it would be mistaken as the general search term. Job ladder is actually an English word.
Yeah.
So just to give it some branding and some
Need the word
uniqueness, yeah, we had
DDA.
to just use the DDA. And and there are other people that are also using several similar ways to shorten the name as well. So yeah, we just
That's
followed
great.
suit. Yeah, thank you very
For
much.
me, I might think it's more like the steps that you take to getting the dream job that you desire.
Oh yes, it's part of it.
Yeah.
Like I give you the analogy of I was just walking you through like several things that have happened in the past. But yeah, definitely when you hear job ladder, it actually speaks to every effort you're taking to go from one phase of your
Of your
career to another.
career to
That's
the
what,
other.
yeah, that's what the mission of the brand is. That's what our vision is. We want to have someone that had a career, maybe a 10-year career without job ladder. And for someone else, if you see someone else that had that same 10 years experience while doing it alongside job ladder, we want to see at least 4 times results from the person that met job ladder rather than the person that didn't meet job ladder. So our goal is to help people scale as fast as possible. I've also had a very rich 5 years of career experience. It's been the most amazing thing, and I would say because of how much that I had my own experiences, having mentors and all of that, having people that could really speak to me, show me what is possible with career. I would say I've had over a decade of experience.
In the short time,
Yeah,
right?
even in that short term, because of the things I've been able to achieve both locally and across several continents that I've also had the opportunity to work. Yeah.
Great, great, great,
Thank
great.
you.
Well done. So I'll ask, when do you realize that this could become big, from helping people to get jobs, randomly, to becoming big? When do you realize this? What is the vision behind it?
All right. So, like I said, I was doing it for just, I wasn't trying to build a company. I was just trying to help people, help friends, help people in church. To even get to a point where if around my church you say, well, I'm looking for a job, I didn't study HR, but, the next thing maybe you would hear is go and meet Clinton and all
Yeah.
of that. So it became that kind of, that people that would speak to me that they needed jobs, and just almost randomly when I see an opportunity that aligns to what we had spoken about, I would share. I might have 15 people I'm sharing, up to 40 jobs. I'm not looking for jobs anymore. However, I would just keep doing that. So it kept happening that way, and I got busier because, like I said, I also have like my personal career that I do as a growth operator, growth marketer, and so I got a lot busier with clients that I'm serving, that I couldn't really give more time to it because I wasn't really charging a lot of money for it, or even charging money at all. I wasn't really charging. So but it became a thing when I felt, for the longest time I didn't really give it enough time, but it was something that gave me joy and passion to see people go from nothing to the
Yeah.
next level, or see them not having jobs to having jobs, or those that are already within jobs that wanted to work remotely to have more time for family, and then to see them make that transition. So the joy that I felt from seeing that accomplishment and, yeah, contributing to someone's growth was just, it left a void, and I knew that I just had to take it to the next phase, and we had to make it more tech enabled, so it doesn't really depend on my physical time.
Yeah.
And we now have something very scalable that could impact all of Africa and the world at large.
That's great.
Thank you
Well
very
done.
much. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
So I will ask you, from your point of view, having gone through this phase with so many people, what do you think is the major problem of getting jobs in today's day and age?
All right. I would say that a lot of people are not getting jobs. It's many things in one. You could come from the aspect of readiness to say a lot of people are not ready in themselves.
Yeah, that's
People leave school. Some of the courses people study in the university. The course I studied in school, I didn't really see a job. I've not, the last 5 years, I've not seen any job ad for, what I studied in school. Studied plant science and biotech, and maybe there are
of
jobs,
course they are.
but I didn't really see, and over the last 5 years, I've worked in tech, and, I had to find my way, around it. And there are lots of people studying even things that don't have a lot of opportunities within the country where they are, or job opportunities. The competition might be quite high unless you want to be a lecturer, and I didn't want that. So maybe I could have gotten in that direction. But yeah, as per readiness, a lot of people don't have the skill requirements for what the today's job market, is demanding. And as a result, even though they have the certification and have spent the last 4 to 6 years within university, nobody is willing to hire them and to start training them. So that becomes a challenge. For others, they are qualified, but they are not able to present that value
Able to
to,
position themselves.
yes, position themselves and even present it properly to the right people. Some people are applying with the wrong CVs. Just put something. Oh, there's something called CVs. Nobody talks about CVs in the university,
Yeah.
which is also why something we're doing with JobLadda is to become a graduate readiness layer. Would be plugging into universities. It would be like something you get access to once you get into your final year. We look forward to those partnerships, and we know we'll get the required support to help people, get access to the right information even before they leave school, so that they can already know what even a CV looks like. Maybe not even need to learn it, rather than focusing on your skill set and your expertise as a professional. You shouldn't be learning how to master a CV. So we've put a platform that you just put your natural
Helps you
details.
create them.
Yes, it gives you a CV that is proper and professional, and represents all that you already have as your qualification. Yeah, thank you.
Great. I think from that we should be able to know what the future of work look like. Or what do you think?
Yes, I agree. A lot is changing, not just across the world, but within Africa. I would say in the last 1 year, AI has really been a massive, introduction to how what work becomes. I would say the AI wave is almost like the last like we've had of that kind of wave is during the COVID period, where a lot of people had to transition into remote. Yes, a lot of people had to work from home, learn more
More technical skills.
tech skills, soft skills, the tech skills that could allow them
Work from home.
Yeah, those kind of tech skills that can allow them, work from home. So with AI now, it's almost, if you don't learn AI, somebody that knows AI will
Who will
replace you,
take your job?
or AI would keep developing till it replaces you. We now have Cloud Code, Lovable, several AI platforms that have replaced some web developers, some website designers, even from product designers, because they also do UI as well. So there are several skills that are changing, and what has also helped me position for it was, like when I was in my MBA, I also had to, towards the end of my MBA, specialize in artificial intelligence. So it really helped me a lot to envisage what was happening, what was going to happen, to see how to bring in programs, courses, access to tools, work tools that can actually help career people, yes, upscale productivity at the workplace, while also keeping company data sensitively, that are sensitive, safe from those AI. Because if you keep uploading them to ChatGPT, you're exposing, you can actually be exposing
That's
your
true.
company data here. So just bringing responsibility and security consciousness to leveraging AI to improve productivity. So that's changing. So if you're people that are in career, AI has really changed a lot. Many products and companies are getting wiped out because AI is replacing what the reality of work looks like. So it's something to pay attention to, something to learn, but also from where. And that's why, JobLadda is also here to bring those
That's good.
access to trainings, access to tools that just make working a lot better
And more
for
productive.
professionals. Yes, sure.
Thank you. Okay, so talking about working remotely, what do you think people should do differently so that they could be able to get access to remote job? I was at that because many people have thought that remote job is only for maybe tech, people that are in tech and all of that. So what should people do differently to be able to have access to remote jobs?
All right. So I think every aspect of some works are fully remote. There are certain jobs that there are some aspects of people's businesses that can actually go on cloud and exist on the internet, right? So you have a business, you can actually open an e-commerce store. There are several platforms now that can give you a website, and in an instance, and you can also give yourself extra visibility for people that can book you. You can run ads from the comfort of your home, and somebody on Instagram or TikTok can see your ad. And this is just business owners now.
Yeah.
But even as a career person, there are several skills as well that are related to what you do. Even if you have to go out personally, let's say you're a teacher and you have to teach in a secondary school that's close to your work, to your place of vicinity. There are platforms as well online where you can have online. Yes, you can teach online. You can have access to trainings, where you can host your own students as well across the globe, and you can host them, allow them maybe pay something. Like, I know lots of Nigerians, people that around me that they have students in the UK, because taking students there, like having teachers charge them there by the hour, is quite more expensive. So they're looking for people here within years that can actually teach them the maths, that the English, the same English that somebody's willing to pay you $50 for
Oh wow.
on a monthly basis. And if you have like 10 youth students, you're already earning above $500. And so, which is even what we want to bring people's awareness to, because yes, in the next, I believe the world is becoming more global than we know, and there's something I would call the global African. So over there are statistics to show that by 2050, 1 in every 3 people walking on the face of the earth will be African. At the rate in which Africa is growing, we currently have 500 million people in Africa's workspace, like people that are in the workforces. These are people powering industries, powering homes, like powering countries' economies. So they are quite important people to look after. We shouldn't relegate the career people, or think they don't need an intelligence to have better productivity. If anybody is thriving in their career, they have somebody that showed them the way.
Sure.
The way we would say in our society, somebody that is telling them, okay, take a professional course now, do an MBA, apply for this, do this. Without those guidance, without those intelligence, and now we want to democratize that access to everyone so that we can have a more prosperous Africa. Like I said, there's something that is going to become being a global African, which is with AI, there'll be more opportunities where people need to work cross country, cross continents. So if somebody is not in tune with where the world is going, it will affect them negatively. Yes. So if 1 in every 3 human by 2050 will be African, it means we're going to be almost everywhere, right? There will be a demand for the value that will be coming from Africa, and it means Africa will still serve beyond Africa. So definitely remote working will not stop, it will continue. And so we need to position people with the right skill, with the right knowledge, with the right facilities and tools that would make them, get to where they're going.
That's
and
great.
do that successfully.
That's great. Thank you. So, where is JobLadda going to be long term? I mean, what is the long term vision for JobLadda?
All right. Well, I'll speak of it from a place of what's my personal aspiration. Like I said, Africa is going to have over 1 billion people working that are youths. Yeah, like the stat I gave you, about one in every three young person
Yeah.
in Africa, in the world, being an African. Currently, Nigeria has over 75% of its youths with the average age of 18.3. And by the way, the election is coming. Several people don't know that there are more young people
Yes.
that are now eligible to contribute to what Africa's future and Nigeria's future looks like. So definitely play your quota. So when you look at that number, it also shows you how powerful the young people in Africa are going to be, not just in the short term, but in the long term. So we're looking to help more young people. We would love to have helped over 100 million Africans, get access to jobs over the next decade and many decades that the brand will definitely stay. We want to be able to power at least over 1 million businesses across Africa where, JobLadda is plugged into their system to help with readiness, with, several things around what the future of work would hold. We're looking to help, become the answer that, the universities and those that are coming out of universities would have, to make better outcomes with their life. And currently, Nigeria has about 1 million people. I know coming out of university, 600,000 to 1 million. I know that number would increase over the next decade. So we're looking to, help over 500 million people over, several decades that, tech age would exist. We also would want to have a successful brand that stays profitable. And, if we get funded, we hope to be one of the next unicorn coming out of Africa.
Wow.
Thank you.
This looks like a very big vision. I mean, and it looks like something that is going to, need a whole lot of funding or, are you funding or you're bootstrapping? What exactly are you working?
Okay, well, at the moment, we're very open. Someone in the VC space that I listened to recently said every good founder must always be fundraising.
Yes.
So at the moment, we're having some conversations. We're also looking, we also know what some of the VCs want, more traction, which is why our launch is very close. We're launching on the May 1st, which is also Workers' Day. We're launching on Workers' Day for workers. So definitely we want to build something that that impacts people within the workspace. In terms of funding, for now, like I said, we have conversations open. We're very open to Africa First investors. Yes, it has to be Africa First investors because they are the major people. We're not an Africa only startup. People outside of Africa can use our product. We can receive payments from anywhere in the world at the moment, but we are Africa First in our approach. So we would love to work with Africa First funders or investors. However, at the moment, we'll be bootstrapping along the way. We want to be able to impact more people, and definitely as we do that, our traction would increase. Will become even more attractive for the right kind of investors that we're looking for. Yeah.
So, we're coming to the end of this interview. Do you have any other thing that you want to say?
Okay, I just want to say that if you need to make a step further from where you are as a career person, you are looking for a job, you don't have clarity on what to do, I want to let you know that with JobLadda, we are here for you and we're not going anywhere. If you go on JobLadda.com, you'll find us. And we would always have something that helps you move to the next level. And so go over to the platform and keep believing in yourself. Keep believing that your career can thrive and can bring prosperity not just for you but everyone around you and for Africa as well. And we would love to meet with you soon.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank
you all for the amazing conversations you have had and took us through this time. I'm sure you could go ahead to jobladda.com. By May 1st, we are launching, and check on our website, follow us, share with your experience as you go through those platforms, and we would love to hear from you. Thank you.